Hi, and welcome back to Boolean Basics. We're going on to our third segment, which is now including another Boolean operator that's going to transform your searching on LinkedIn so that you get better network connections in your network. So today we're going to be adding all that we've learned so far. So we're going to be talking about the AND operator, the OR operator, the quotation marks operator, and now we're going to be adding parentheses. And this is just really going to help you have really highly targeted searches when you are looking on LinkedIn. And again, we're going to go back up to this search area. We're going to select for people. And now we're going to start typing in our Boolean. So parentheses are really good if you have multiple phrases that you are looking for within a profile. So say, for example, if we go back to our marketing manager example from our previous video, I was talking about the difference between enterprise and consumer. So we're going to go back here and we're going to add in marketing manager, and we want either consumer or enterprise. So let's break this down a little bit. So within this search, we are looking for the exact phrase marketing manager, and we are looking for a profile that has either consumer or enterprise. So we are looking for either consumer marketing manager or enterprise marketing manager. So let's see what we get. 714,000 results. So this is a combination of those two searches that we did before, where it was just consumer, it was just enterprise. Instead of having to do two separate searches, you can combine it into one, and you can start looking through all of these people as well. So that is one example. Or say, for example, if we go back to enterprise, I also mentioned the idea of having B2B as an example of enterprise as well. So we could do B2B in here or enterprise. And so now we're looking at more the enterprise level people, where they're either enterprise or they're calling out B2B specifically. So this can be really good if you have multiple words that are getting at the same thing. So say, for example, if I am looking for, I'll show you now exactly what I'm thinking. If I'm looking for an engineer who is a software engineer who has Python or Java, so I could look for the term software engineer, or I could look for the term engineer, or I could look for software developer, or just developer. But I absolutely know that I want Python. So I would do and Python. So this gives me about just over 500,000 results, where it's catching anyone who's a software engineer or an engineer or a developer or a software developer, and Python. So this is where you can get really long and really complex with your Boolean searches. Just know that the OR is expansive, the AND is a narrowing search as well. So you can play with both of these as well. And say, for example, you don't necessarily need Python, and maybe it could be Java as well. So then you could have any of those four phrases with either Python or Java show up as well. Let's see what that does to our results as well. 451,000 as well. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for very specific, this is gonna help you. But then if you want to go more expansive, the less complicated the Boolean search, the better. So when I'm sourcing or when I'm recruiting or trying to find people, I will go very specific and go a bit more longer in my Boolean searches, and then I will narrow down the actual string so that I can expand out the search, so I can go a little bit more broad. I've often done this exercise with hiring managers as well, in terms like, okay, this is everything that you're telling me that you want. When I go on LinkedIn and I put this in this format, and I'll explain the logic behind the Boolean strings, this is what the market is, and what can we give up? What can we kind of take away so that we can be a little bit more expansive and a little bit more thoughtful here? So the same logic applies to your networking and your job searches as well. So this is the role of the parentheses, is to take a block of different phrases and then just group them together. So it's like almost like two searches coming together. So that's parentheses, and that will help And that is one of the final parts. I have another bonus tip that'll be coming in another video very soon, so stay tuned and see you soon. Happy hunting.